morning, everyone. Happy Monday. I'm working on getting the vlog uploaded right now. I've been fighting with my Wi-Fi for, well, honestly, over a week now. The company is finally going to send a tech out this week. So frustrated. So the vlog will be posted eventually. Fingers crossed. All right, that aside, last week I was pretty bad about bringing you guys the verse of the day. So today we are in Matthew 4:4. It says, Jesus answered, "It is written, man does not live on bread alone, but on every word that comes from the mouth of God." I'd say that's pretty true. God is enough to live off of. All right, aside from that, I wanted to show you guys something. I'm rocking a new hat. Check that out. I actually made this hat. Yeah, that's right. I can now make custom hats for all of you, and that means I can also make ones with my logo on it and sell them, so I'm pretty excited about that. These are the Richardson 112s. I'm working on getting them uploaded to the website, also dealing with the Wi-Fi issue. I did get it up there, so the custom pricing is there, but if you have questions, just DM me. That's probably the way to go right now. But this hat in particular says Project Mike. Mike stands for Makers Inspiring Kindness and Empathy. And this group is a group of guys, mostly makers, who make items to raise money for veteran organizations. And I think that is just incredible. I love that. I am not personally a veteran, but I respect the crap out of those of you who are, or have family members who are. You guys are all sacrificing every single day, whether you even realize it or not. And the rest of us, we're kind of just enjoying the fruits of your labor, the fruits of your sacrifices. So I am thankful. So I am supporting Project Mike, and I'd love to get involved in the future when they do another donation or fundraiser to make something and donate it. 100% of the proceeds go to whichever organization that they all agree on. I think that's fantastic. So go give them a follow, and yeah, have yourselves a good day. I will see you guys later. Bye. Wrapping up for the night, got 2 coats of poly on the top of the island, and 3rd coat of paint is on the carcass. So that whole project is literally 1 coat of poly away from being done. Then I can head back in the house and I can move on. But that's it for tonight. I'm done. Yes, I'm already in my PJs, working in my pajamas. I mean, let's be honest. If you don't work in your pajamas, are you even self-employed? Pretty sure it's a requirement. You have to work all the time, regardless of wardrobe. And I mean, hey, aren't you just jealous of my flannels? All right, I gotta get out of here. The fumes are gonna get me high as a kite, and y'all don't need to see that. So I will see you all tomorrow. Bye. Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Got the 3rd and final coat on the island top this morning, so I'm gonna let that cure for a few hours. While that does its thing, I am going to be in the office working on apparel orders because I gotta bust through some of those. Guys, wait until you see what I'm gonna have in the shop later today. You're gonna be like, what? Why? How? Tell me more. And I will tell you more. I will tell you everything there is to know about it. You just wait. You're gonna laugh, you're gonna cry, you're gonna hurt, you're gonna be excited, you're gonna have all these emotions, and you're not even gonna know what to do with them. We will get through this together. That, I can assure you. Okay, I'm out of here. I gotta go get work done. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Well, hello there. I've got the top of the island just thrown on top of the carcass right now, just to get it out of the way. I gotta say, I'm really loving it. It looks so much better than it did. I can't wait to see it in the house, not in my workshop. And you know what? That's a good segue, because there's a lot of things that I like to see out of my workshop, but sometimes they just want to be back here. Do you guys remember this guy? Do you? Do you? Is this the big surprise of what you were all going to see in my shop today? Kinda. It was more so this. Yep. Laugh, cry, feel all the emotions, feel my pain. The walnut table is back. It pains me to have it here, but I stand behind my pieces, and there is a very dramatic flaw with this table and with that bench. The other bench is fine, so it got to stay. But look at that. Look how nasty that is. So that right there, people, is what it looks like when epoxy fails. Yes. So I used two different types of epoxy on this. This was the not so good kind, and the rest of it had the really good kind. So you can imagine how I feel right now about this. All right, so what happened? Let me explain. This is a deep void. The epoxy that went in here must not have cured in the center of it. It was cured at the top. All was fine and dandy as I was working with it. It looked good, and got 5 coats of finish on it, no problems. However, delivery day, this table and the bench went out into my cold truck. And then they went into a nice warm home where they were supposed to stay for the rest of their lives, but they just missed me so much. So instead what happened is that contraction in the cold and that expansion in the heat, however small it was enough to force up that epoxy and send it bubbling up to the top. Now it looks like poop. And now what I have to do is dig out all that epoxy in any spots that failed. There's a couple others right here that also got that crap epoxy. People, not all epoxies are created equal. I did not know that. I am sharing it with you. If you'd like to know what kind failed and apparently has an extremely high failure rate after talking to people who have worked with it in the past, DM me. I'm not going to bash the company right here, but 9 out of 10 times it will fail on you is what I am told. Well, guess what? This was 1 for 1. So I don't like those odds, people. Not at all. All right, anyway, so I got to dig it all out, refinish the entire top. So like sand through the finish, dig it out, pour new epoxy, new poly, all of that. Woo! So what I'm going to do today is start scraping it off. I'm going to scrape off whatever has already bubbled up to the top. Now I'm expecting it to contract and expand a little bit more now that it's made its way back here. My hope is that tomorrow a little bit more will have made its way to the top, which means there'll be less for me to dig out, which will be lovely. So anyway, I'm going to get to that. Between this and other stuff that I have to get done, I got way too much crap to do to talk to you people anymore, so I will not be checking in again today, except to share the verse of the day. So I will post that. Oh man, I stink at this. Okay, I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a buenas noche. Adios. Hasta mañana. Hasta luego. Whatever you want to say. See ya. I know I said I wasn't going to check in again, but I can't just post today's verse because today's actually day 50 of the verse of the day. We are halfway through our 100 verse jar. So thanks for sticking with me this far. So let me read this one to you guys. It's in 1 John 4:18. It says, "There is no fear in love, but perfect love drives out fear, because fear has to do with punishment. The one who fears is not made perfect in love." There you go. All right. Now I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Just finished up this order here for Ben at Ben's Wood Burning. You got 21 shirts and a hat for him and a hat for someone else, all ready to head out. Speaking of Ben, we did a little swapsy and see what he made for me. How cool was that? I mean, he totally wood burned that entire thing. It's amazing. I'm starting to sense a little wood burning decor thing happening here in the office. Maybe it's a sign. Ha! You see what I did there? Yeah, I know it's pretty lame. But you know what's not lame? The fact that this guy right here, Mr. Peach, finally has a name. No, it's not Mr. Peach. His name is even better than I could have hoped for. I honestly was kind of like holding out for like the perfect name. And I'm starting to think that maybe I wasn't going to find the perfect name. But let me say, thank you all for submitting names. I've been loving looking at them. There's been so many that I've really liked, but it just wasn't sold just yet until today. The name has been picked, and it could not be more perfect for this guy. So, little backstory of what he's named after. He's actually going to be named after an American women's baseball team that was around in the 1940s and 50s, who they actually made an entire movie about. The movie, A League of Their Own. The team, the Rockford Peaches. His name, Rockford. Come on, I mean, that's perfect. Take it or leave it, whether you like it or not. I don't care. I love it. I love that movie. It's one of my all-time favorites. When they created the section at the Baseball Hall of Fame for women's baseball and, you know, all the A League of Their Own stuff, I went there. I loved it. As soon as it came out, I was like, hell yes, I'm all about this. So, it's super fitting. Rockford the Peach. Named after the Rockford Peaches. I love it. All right, I've got to get out into the shop and get some work done, but I also got to get this in the mail. So, I will see you guys later. Bye. Alrighty then. I am done for the day. My cracks are nice and clean. Moving on with that. Can probably get epoxy in it tomorrow. We will go from there. Meanwhile, all that crack cleaning has me pooped. You see what I did there? I'm really on a roll with these today, people. I hope you're appreciating this. Anyway, I gotta get out of here. I'm exhausted. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye. Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. I have a ton of stuff to do today in the shop. Right now I got some vinyl cutting for another shirt order, but that's not the primary focus today. The primary focus is going to be breaking down plywood and starting the joinery and whatnot for the hutch build. But before I get to that, through my exhaustion, let's do the verse of the day. Today we are in Ephesians 3:18. It says, "And I pray that you, being rooted and established in love, may have power, together with all the saints, to grasp how wide and long and high and deep is the love of Christ, and to know this love that surpasses knowledge, that you may be filled to the measure of all the fullness of God." All right, I threw in a little bit of 17 and 19 there as well, but just like to keep things interesting. All right, I gotta get out of here and brave the snow and get out to the shop. So I will see you guys later. Bye. Some days I really disappoint myself in how little I get done. And then there's days like today where I impress the crap out of myself. You can see I got my tracks hanging up today. That was an exciting little thing to do. All of the walnut table and the bench has new epoxy poured in there. And then, boom, I got the carcass all assembled and glued up for the bottom part of the hutch, and I am gonna step all over things. So yeah, I got a nice little dado here to put in a divider because there's gonna be one cabinet on this side, and then there's gonna be a drawer and two cabinets on this side. So yeah, look at that. I used a lot of clamps, not all of them. You can see I have one pipe clamp left and a few left up there. But you know what? It took quite a few. Had to really make sure I'm applying pressure in all the right angles. Oh, I guess there's a few hanging down here too. But hey, whatever. Got the job done. Kicked my peach, kicked its peach, kicked that peach, I kicked that peach. All the peaches have been kicked! Have a good night. Bye. Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. I spent a little bit of time this morning getting some website work done. Now it's time to head out into the shop. But before I go, let's do the verse of the day. We are specifically in Luke 23, verse 34, but this one needs a little bit of backstory. So at this point in the story that Luke tells, we're at the crucifixion of Jesus. So the Jewish people are begging the Roman governor, Pontius Pilate. They're like, please, take him, kill him. We don't want him. He is not our Messiah. No. And Pilate is like, I don't really see any fault here. Like, he's not guilty. I don't know about this. So he sends Jesus to Herod, the king of Judea, and he's like, you take care of this. I don't want his blood on my hands. So what ends up happening is Jesus gets crucified. So Roman crucifixion was very common. That's how they killed everyone. That was their form of capital punishment. So Jesus is being crucified along with two criminals. And the three of them have now been nailed to their crosses. The crosses have stood up. They're hanging there just a matter of time before they all die. And there's actually a sign above Jesus' head that says, "This is the King of the Jews," and people are not happy about that because they're like, no, he's not our king. But Pilate made sure that was up there anyway. So Jesus is hanging from the cross, and he says in verse 34, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing." I don't know about you guys, but I think if I was hanging from a Roman cross, just about to die, I don't think I would be able to forgive the people who were doing that to me. But Jesus did. As a human being, he is someone to emulate. Absolutely an incredible person. He lived an amazing life. And in your last minutes, to be able to forgive the people who were doing this to you, I don't know that I could do that. But I'm going to strive to be more like Jesus. That's incredible. So also, while they're up there, he's got the two criminals beside him also being crucified. And one of them yells out at him, and he says, "Aren't you the Christ? Save yourself and us." And the other criminal yells back at him. And he's like, "Don't you fear God? Since you are under the same sentence, we are punished justly, for we are getting what our deeds deserve. But this man," pointing to Jesus, he says, "has done nothing wrong." Then he said, "Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom." You got two criminals bickering beside him as well. It's just amazing how much of this story most people don't seem to know. They just know, yeah, he was hung on a cross, yeah, whatever. Like, you see the people wearing crosses, and do you even know what it means, really? There's the story. It's a very incredible story. It's sad, it's amazing, and what's incredible is that everything that happened fulfilled all the prophecies that were said years before. I mean, even the way that the soldiers took Jesus' clothes and they divided them up amongst each other by casting lots, like, that was literally prophesied, like, to the letter. I mean, it's incredible. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Stop preaching to all of you. Have yourselves a good day. Bye. Today it was a productive day. On my to-do list was apparently to smash my finger and give myself a blister. So I'd say I accomplished both of those things. Anyway, I am done for today, and you'll probably see me tomorrow. But right now, I am gonna go have myself a beer for the first time, pretty much in several weeks, because I took a little time off from drinking. Felt good. My head was clear. It was lovely. Anyway, I'm gonna go enjoy that. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. I've got a nice little assembly line happening in here today. I've got the Cricut cutting vinyl for t-shirts. I've got the 3D printer printing squares. I've got my husband working on something for me. It's fantastic. So that frees me up to do admin. That's what it frees me up to do. But before I do some admin, how about we do a verse of the day? Yeah? How's that sound? So today we are in 1 Corinthians 13, verses 4 through 7. It says, "Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. It is not rude, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, and always perseveres." Boom. Have yourselves a good day. Go out and love. Okay? Okay, yeah, bye.